Hi and welcome to Scottsinverts. I'm Scott. These are the inverts, and today I want to try and look at moisture with the Asian forest scorpions, and in the future moving on to our tarantulas, especially the ones that are more moisture dependent and the ones that are burrowing down deep, how we can get moisture down to those guys and how we can keep moisture levels up within our Asian forest scorpion setup. We've got the male and female in there. We're trying to pair them up. She does look like she might be gravid. It could be a molt. We shall find out in the future. So, my idea is something like this. Now, the reason I'm thinking something like this is because we all get the spray bottle out. We spray the top of the soil. The water penetrates a centimetre, 2 centimetres. If we hold it at the side of the glass, it might make its way all down to the bottom of that enclosure. But it's not keeping the whole of our substrate moist like they'd experience in the wild. So I want to try and hold that moisture in there for more than a couple of days. So I was looking at the enclosure and I was thinking, well, what can I do? So if I take you off the tripod and show you what I'm thinking. So the Solanus female is in there, also the male's in there, so I do need to update that. But if we look here is the drainage layer at the bottom. So that's specifically designed across there to hold water. Then we have our substrate layer. So ordinarily I go in and I'll give that all a real good spray, and then I'll hang around, wait for the water to go into the substrate, spray it again, spray it again, spray it again, until I'm happy that it's gone all the way through. But I'm thinking, is there another way? And with that bottle, this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to set it up, show you guys, and then I want you lot to kind of come up with any other ideas that you might have in the comments. Our male's just over there. But what I've done with that bottle is I've buried it in the soil, but the bottom of the bottle is just here, and I've cut that off. And the reason I've cut that off is so we can pour water into here with the hope it goes into the drainage layer. And with it being able to move quite freely across there, hopefully it will level out, and then it will release and go back through the substrate, keeping that substrate damp. I am still going to give the top a spray every now and again. The floors are this. That is open top, so that is not going to be great for your tarantulas or anything that climbs. For the scorpion, with it being about 6 inches off the ground, I highly doubt the scorpion is going to be able to get inside there. We could alternatively put a hose pipe and use a hose pipe going into the soil, so that is all the way down to the membrane, which is this part between of the soil, all the way down to there. So hopefully the water's got nothing to stop it going straight into this drainage layer, and with the warmth of the room, hopefully it will come back through and keep all that moisture in the actual soil, and then slowly release it through the top. Because in the rainforest, the water tables are going to be higher than what they are in here, that's for sure. Hence why that substrate in the rainforest can stay damper for longer. So what we're going to do is put some water in. And what I was thinking, I honestly thought that was going to fill up really quickly, and what would happen, we would see it coming up here and then slowly gone down, but that has gone into that drainage layer so fast. That is absolutely awesome. Now that's just 8 fluid ounces has gone in, but look, the water level is already there. We can see it coming through. That is awesome. That is really awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another 8 ounces in and watch that go down, and then you can see it rising up in the in the drainage layer. That is absolutely awesome. And hopefully that will actually hold water for us. Now, we don't always want this drainage layer to hold water. Sometimes it is literally just for water, where we've over put too much water into the substrate and it's actually gone down into there, and it basically just holds it for us. But that is awesome. So hopefully these guys, he's over there, she is, where is she? She's in there if you can see her. But hopefully that's going to help to keep this whole enclosure nice and damp for a lot longer. We could cover that in cork bark, and we'll look at doing stuff like that in another video. This is just more experiments, pushing those boundaries as much as I can, to see what we can come up with to give these a better life while they're with us. And then also give it a good spray round. Maybe you guys at home could mention away how we could monitor it. I'm not too keen on those humidity monitors because they're not accurate half the time. What I could do is maybe spray it once every 2 weeks instead of every couple of days that I keep doing it at. And then that could possibly show if we're holding moisture in there. But he's just down here, look. He's out, he was out in the rain. That's what I call it when I spray the enclosures. I like to say it's raining. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that's going to be a success? Do you think it's going to be a hit? Could we possibly do it with all our bioactives, all our tarantulas? What we would have to consider is I've got the baby's bottle here, but it doesn't matter, it's for visual effect. Once we've cut that top off, if that sits in an enclosure, we do need to be thinking about a mesh across the top to stop the spider, the invert going inside, but also to stop feeders going inside, because if we can see the invert, we can see the spider. If there's a couple of feeders that have gone there and there, died, possibly formed bag bacteria and mould in there, and we're not even going to know about it. That's one of the negatives. So the couple of ideas I've come up with is, if we have that in the enclosure, cut the top off, put a mesh over the top, glue gun it down, then we can pour the water through the mesh, not a problem. Aesthetically, we could put cork bark around it, maybe even corner it off, you know, like they do with the filters in the fish tanks. Corner it off in the corner with cork bark, and you'd never even know it was there. The other idea I've come up with is, if your substrate is that deep, down to that layer, down to where the drainage layer is, we could cut it there, bury it all the way down to the substrate, put that mesh over it, and then we could, I haven't actually got one to hand, but then we could maybe get a rock or a piece of flat cork bark just to sit on the top in the corner, and then that is all you'd ever see. So when you come round to going, oh, I want to put some more water in, you take that off and fill it straight through there, straight into that layer, and then we're getting water deep down into that substrate. If you can see any pros or cons with this, let me know down in the comments. This is coming back on the backside of a conversation me and Dave's little beasties had on a previous live, where we were talking about moisture, and Dave was saying if you just spray the enclosure, it's a very high humidity spike followed by the dull. That's exactly what we're doing. We're just spraying the enclosure down. That water is then evaporating within 24 hours, and it's given a very high humidity spike, and it's not sustained. So I've been away and I've thought about it, and I thought, well, how can we sustain it? So that is my idea. Like I said, I'm a bit unsure to how to monitor it completely, because those humidity meters aren't the best. This is an Exoterra, by the way, with a mesh lid, so they're notoriously known for drying out pretty quickly. The only way I'm thinking is, I normally spray these 2 to 3 times a week because they're an Asian forest scorpions, and I do it quite heavily. So I'm thinking maybe if I miss 1 week and then only spray once the next week, and just visually check to see if the plants are still growing, see if that substrate's still as damp and as moist as it is right now, then that's how we could go forward with it. But like I said, if you guys at home have got a different way of doing things, a different way of keeping that moisture locked down there, let me know down in those comments, and then we can all learn together on this one. But that is my idea. Me and Phil from Incredible Inverts and Other Animals have discussed kind of ideas very similar to this. I did say to him, today's video, mate, you might already be doing what I'm doing, maybe in a different way. It doesn't have to be the bottle. We could use a little piece of hose pipe, glue gunned into the back corner, so maybe you're not going to see that as much. But like I said, the only way I can see is the top opening where you can pour the water in is an invert or food prey item, sorry, going down inside there, possibly dying and causing bad bacteria and all the rest of it. But like I said, let me know down in the comments what you guys think, what you think to the idea, and then we'll do another video in a couple of weeks time, maybe looking at how we can hide those in an enclosure instead of just having them stuck right in the middle. Mine's there because it's easy of access, and I just want to see if it's going to work. It's just an experiment. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. This Monday coming, we have new additions to show you guys. We swapped a tarantula and we've got some other bits. Plus we won something, so we've won a mystery box, so that should be here by then as well. Fingers crossed, you know what raw mail's like. So a bit of a different video today, and a bit of a video to Monday to what we've been doing so far this year. Anyway, we shall see you again on the next one.